Janet Leigh, Stuart Whitman, Rory Calhoun, and Paul Fix. Night of the LEPUS. Kill one, and thousands take their place. What devil creatures growing weight and size every day are hidden behind the eyes of horror? What can stop them? Night of the LEPUS.
Hello, Owl Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1972, the absolute epitome of horror, The Night of the LEPUS. Actually, there is no the, it's just Night of the LEPUS. Also known as Rabbits. I like Night of LEPUS. I think it's a better title.
They're bunnies.
Yes.
They are killer bunnies just in time to celebrate the Easter holidays. Tomorrow is Palm Sunday for you Christians and those who celebrate it like I do. And what better time to talk about Easter bunnies than with killer bunnies with blood on their little teeny little noses. But that is the film. The Friends, of course. The beautiful bunny in and of herself. In fact, extra sweet tonight. What? Just look at those sugary curves. Better's Network. How are you doing, my dear? What you drinking tonight?
I am doing well, and I am sipping what I've been sipping lately, which is my Meyer brand's berry sparkling water. Because there's 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 everything in it.
There's nothing in it.
Yeah, it's just basically a flavored carbonated water. Because I drink a lot of water. In fact, that's pretty much all I drink. That and juice. So, good stuff.
And also joining me, the one who let's just change, the man who usually has to have some of the hair of the dog. Let's change the hair. H-A-R-E tonight. Mr.
Hair, H-A-R-E of the dog. There you go.
Troy Pacelli, last call with Troy Pacelli. How are you doing, sir? What you drinking?
I'm doing well. I'm having a 0 sugar cherry Coke.
Ooh, very good, very good. I, of course, have my Diet Mountain Dew, though I will, throughout the week, be interchanging it with Mountain Dew Zero, because the store didn't have any Diet Mountain Dew this week. It's sold out. So
tell me if you notice a big difference and which you prefer.
I prefer regular. I've had a couple in the last couple days. It just happens to be Diet I'm drinking right now.
Gotcha.
I prefer Diet for some reason, but to me, there's not really too noticeable of a difference.
Sure.
Most of it's kind of in the carbonation. I don't know. Hard to describe. I don't know, but I'm pretty interchangeable with either one. But
would
yes,
you say that regular Mountain Dew, as opposed to Diet Mountain Dew, is Mountain Dew and Mountain Don't?
or Mountain. Well, see, since I don't do regular Mountain Dew anymore, it's kind of like Mountain Did.
Mountain Did and Mountain Don't. I like that. There you go. Wow, you just found a way to take it to the next level. Good.
So now,
I am a master of comedy.
Will you drink regular Mountain Dew if you have it?
He stays away.
I try to stay away from too much sugar. I mean, I don't.
The diet one?
There's no sugar in diet sodas.
That's what I said. Will he drink the Diet Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we were talking about, the two different kinds.
Well, you were saying don't.
I know.
You threw me off.
We took it to the extreme.
My brain can only handle so much.
I am a comedian ahead of my time.
Yes, you are. Well, at least ahead of my mind, anyway.
Anyway, where the heck I'm lost now. We got off on that tangent. Let's see who is joining us tonight for Killer Bunny Night. Lady Mist, how are you doing? Wow, quite early, 8:55. She was floating around.
Does this mean it's rabbit season?
Duck season. Shoot me now.
Curtis Selby, welcome, sir. Kind of new to the chatting group, but more than welcome, of course. Of course, if you notice, there's me putting up the Cosme link at the top. Troy is going to be showing it because he has 2 screens. I don't. There's the last call with Troy Pacelli saying hi to a few people.
Yeah.
Going down the list, go see who's here. Deleted scenes, welcome, sir. Giving up some bunnies of his own. Connie Cleary, how are you doing, my dear? Thank you for joining us. Going down the list. Geek Flag with Nate Knows 1973. Welcome, sir. Has anybody seen Sir Torrin Clegane yet? I haven't seen his name floating up in here. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's just a little late getting in there. How are you doing, Sir Torrin? Welcome, sir. Curtis Selby has a Bloody Mary. Now, I will say that is something I love. I love a tomato-based drink. I make a non-alcoholic version, which I think is just the
Virgin Mary, exactly.
It's tomato juice.
Well, not really.
I do my own little quickie version, which is I have my cup. I do V8, and then I top that with tomato juice. Before I put the tomato juice in, though, I put in some Old Bay and some Old Bay hot sauce. Ooh. And then I top it off with that. Sometimes I'll put just a whisper of either pickle juice or olive juice, depending on if I'm feeling randy or not. And that's just kind of the simple quickie version that I kind of do. I don't do like Worcester sauce or anything like that.
Sure.
I mean, I could, and I have, but I just usually just stick to the little stuff. Call it a bloody owl, if you may.
So I really like Bloody Marys, except for almost every place that I've had one, they put in pepper, so I have to tell them don't add in pepper because I'm allergic.
Yeah.
And they usually look at me sideways when I ask them no pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, you're allergic to like just black pepper?
Black pepper and white pepper.
Ooh,
which really is almost the same as black pepper.
That would suck because that would almost be in everything.
It is very difficult. You really have to. There's so many restaurants now that pre-make stuff, and we're like, you can't do that. You know, that's a problem.
Have allergies. It's like we went to one restaurant. It was like a sandwich shop, and we were with some friends, and we're a little bit further back, so other people were being taken care of in front of us. So I'm looking at the menu, and I'm like, I'm thinking of getting item A, B, or C. So when I went up there, I said, can you tell me if there's any black pepper in item A? Oh yeah, it's like in the meat or whatever. Okay, how about item B? Same thing. There's pepper like in the sauce. It's pre-made in there, and there's no way to extract it. Okay, how about item C? Then I start picking other things. Every single item on the flipping menu had pepper in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? There's not a single item that you guys have that doesn't have pepper. And they're like, no, it's either in the sauces that, is mixed in with the stuff or it's on the stuff itself, but there's no way to like separate it.
It's got to be terrible.
Yeah.
Because because especially when it's like a seasoning like that, because that is something that, you can like sugar, that's pretty obvious if you don't, or, don't need it or not, but something like pepper, which is almost, I don't want to say universal, but, it is
pretty ubiquitous.
But I ended up telling them that I didn't want anything. And then, one of our friends actually had packed like a snack for while we were out and about, so she gave me that to eat. And it's just like, yeah, I'll just eat something later. It's fine. It's like, I understand that I'm different from people, but we're all floored that literally every single item on the menu, everything, soups, sandwiches, it all had pepper.
Yeah.
It's like, this is crazy.
Well, you figure they could probably do a sandwich without it.
You would think.
You would think.
They could build it.
It was either in the meat already, or it's in the sauce that they had already added onto the meat. And since they pre-make the stuff, there's no way to leave the sauce off.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started about pre-made, but okay.
Yeah, Geek Flag's asking if you guys have Old Bay seasoning in your area.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I have
Old
a
Bay's-
huge
Old
ass
Bay's-
container sitting in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Old Bay's pretty nationwide. I believe now the pricing may be different.
Old Bay is it's pretty ubiquitous anywhere that you go for seafood.
Yeah. In Maryland, there's Old Bay is like the big known one. If you live in the area, you may know J.O. Spice is a real good one. Y River is good. That Y River's like I think has more pepper. Like a black pepper. J.O. is has a little more kick of cayenne. Well, it's good. I think it's a little spicier. And
like Curtis Selby says, different is good. I'm different. I'm definitely different. I'm trying to tell you, I'm good.
Yes, she is different. She is good.
Old Bay to me is like melange on dude. I'm just like, if my eyes blue, my eyes would be so beautiful cerulean right now. Okay, yes, Night of the Lepus. Now I'm going to confess here, I've never seen the film. Never seen it. Doing this purely on I want to watch this. And what better way to watch it for the first time than with my friends? It's been one of those that it's been whispered on chat, and in the minds of others. And
Geek Flag said, "I'm not different. I'm unique."
Yes,
thank you, sweetie.
She's unique.
Yeah, unique.
Okay, this movie. Have you ever heard the movie? I have heard the phrase that something is camp or campy.
Yes,
this is a camp movie.
It pretty much is.
Yeah, it's one of those things you look at it and you go, "Oh, that is so bad," but you can't stop watching because it's so bad.
I understand, your reasoning with the bunnies. That makes sense. But on a different occasion, a great double feature would have been this one, which features DeForest Kelley, and that Kingdom of the Spiders. Yeah.
There's also another one. There's also another one called Frogs.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Which has, I think, Sam Elliott is in it.
Well, if Sam Elliott's in it, it must be good.
And the poster, because if you look on IMDb, they have the ones that they suggest. So these are similar titles, like Frogs. You see this frog with an arm sticking out of its mouth.
Yeah.
It's a great.
There's something you could do for your Monday night movies, dear. Do a theme on animals that are in movies. So the birds,
maybe
Line of Lepus,
the birds, which this may show up on this channel.
I would not be surprised. Exactly.
Well, it is. It's already scheduled. Just so you guys know, October is Hitchcocktober on Big Al Presents this year.
Very clever.
The Birds
play there
and Psycho. We're going really, really heavy duty Hitchcock for my Halloween event this year. So Night of the Lepus. Never seen it. Looking forward to it. It is like I said, 70s horror camp. I've been and it's kind of good timing because I've been on a 70s horror kick the last few days, 70s, 80s. I watched something called Dead of Night, and if you guys take notice of my retro review this week, was Dead of Night, an old film, I think 74. And highly suggest it. Really good, much better than I thought it was. It was a suggestion by Fan Man who likes horror movies and said, "Have you ever seen it?" I was like, "No, I did." And I was like, "Good deal." And I just tonight, like I was telling Troy and Nanette in the green room, watched from 1977, came out 2 weeks before Star Wars. The Car, starring James Brolin, basically about a demonic car that's just like
like Christine.
Kinda,
but it predated Christine, and it was kind of, and this one, it just shows up, starts killing, and there's an ending. I'll say that.
There's an ending.
Sort of. I mean, they kind of do say that it keeps going. And there's a sequel I never heard of. I might have to look for that. But have you guys seen Night of the Lepus?
Oh, yeah.
Netter's seen it a bunch of times. I think I've seen it once, and so it hasn't really stuck with me.
Okay, well, if Netter's watched it more than once, it's got to be good, or at least
she likes it. Yeah,
fun. I thought that Dead of Night with Mary Steenburgen, also a decent one. No, this one, it's a horror film about a soldier who comes back, also known as Death Dream. It uses both those titles. I hate films that do that. And you're not quite sure which one is the absolute for sure title.
I could see Bunnies. I can't see Death Dream. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, they were originally going to call. I think they were originally going to call this one Night of the Rabbits or Night of or just Rabbits, and they didn't want to give it away, which is why if you look on the posters, they never really say it's a bunny. And also, it was supposed to be, the original script was Night of the Lepers, where we're zombie lepers going after people, and the title got smudged. And the guy saw Lepus, knew what it meant, and just thought, a killer bunny movie would be funny, and his daughters thought it was cool. So they restructured and just basically wrote a killer bunny movie out of the old script.
That is such a wibbly wobbly way to come upon a movie idea. But amazing, great trivia.
No more different from The Wizard of Oz when Frank Baum was looking at his filing cabinet and saw that one of the drawers was labeled O to Z.
And the O to Z, yeah. Exactly.
Oh, we gotta do Zardoz one day.
Oh God, you're right. We do, but I'm not exactly looking forward to it.
I know
it's little tiny things.
That's a rough one. That is a rough one to take in. It is so weird.
It does require a bit of decompression after you've seen it.
yeah, it does.
Hey, it's a movie for the ladies with that outfit.
Okay, well, let's get this film going. Let's get these bunnies attacking.
Get these bunnies attacking.
Yeah, let's set the bunnies loose. Like I said, the Cosby link is at the top. The film is floating around, mostly for pay, though. If you do come later, you'll have to have your own copy or pay for it. I'm sure you can find it. It is out there. Trust me, I know, because that's all I got.
Yes.
And but tonight, if you are with us, the Cosby link is at the top. So just let me know. You ready to go, Troy?
I am ready. Yes.
Okay, doing the countdown here. In 3, 2, 1, play.
And it goes right into Leo the Lion there.
Grawr. Yeah, it's supposed to be some kind of metaphor for overpopulation.
Yeah. What was it I was going to say about this? People that tuned in last night saw that I had my copy of the DVD over my shoulder. The thing is, it's a transfer from the VHS, so it's not very good quality. So I have to thank you, Al, for showing me where I could get a copy.
They're talking about rabbits in Australia.
Uh-huh.
The story, basically, it does come from a book from the 60s, I think called Night of the Rabbits or Night of the Bunnies, which was kind of a dark comedy of the Prime Minister of Australia weaponizing rabbits to take over the world.
Wow.
Something like that. At least that's what I heard.
There's people that have dealt with, farming and pests and like that. There's a lot of interesting stories in in Australia. Not just the rabbits. They had this whole emu war too.
Yeah.
They should have electrified those fences.
Hassan pepper.
Geek Flag saying carrots are not good for bunnies. They are like candy and rots their teeth.
They and in the wild they usually don't go for the carrots like you think they do. They're more prone to eating the green tops.
That is a lot of rabbits.
Lepus specifically are hares or jackrabbits.
Yep.
Which are distinct from your typical cute little furry bunny rabbits.
Look at those. Look at those evil creatures.
I know, this opening is so weird. It's like, what is this? Is it a James Bond movie? A romance film? It sure doesn't come off as a horror film.
No. DeForest Kelley, of course. Dr. McCoy. Paul Fix was actually the doctor in Where No Man Has Gone Before. The first Kirk one that they filmed. So we have two doctors from the Enterprise.
Yeah, right. Tell me about the rabbits, Al.
I will hug them and squeeze them and love them and kiss them.
It's almost like a Western music-y thing.
This kind of music it could fit a number of different genres, but not this one.
Yeah, I'm getting like Italian romance vibe.
Italian romance, or like Netter said, like spaghetti Western. I could see that too. And this freeze frame on these rabbits, it's like, okay.
I thought they were rock statues.
Yeah. See, it is a Western. Curtis, your first time? Yeah, it's Al's first time too. And I'll bet there's others in here that haven't seen this before.
Whoa. Look at the bunny holes.
Yep.
And if you're thinking they stole from Monty Python, nope, this came first.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, didn't you see that hole when you were riding on it?
No, because it hit the ground above the hole and it collapsed, and his leg went right into it.
Oh. Okay, bunny kill count 1.
It can be.
Yeah, I can walk it off. I'm fine. Wait a minute, Curtis. If you find a copy of Lord of the Rings with a Christmas tree and emus on the cover, nab it. I can't even conceptualize that.
His hat looks too small for his head.
I know. You know, a suburb around here called Elgin.
True. Curtis, do you mean The Hobbit?
Curtis, if you really want your viewers to suffer, play Birdemic.
Yeah.
I don't want my viewers to suffer. I want us to enjoy and have fun.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if they could survive the swarm, I think we could survive Night of the Lepus.
So maybe the bats can eat the bunnies, or vice versa.
Janet Leigh, who did not want her two daughters having small parts in the film because she didn't want them to be in a horror movie.
Yeah. It's barely a horror movie.
Okay, why did they put netting in with the bats?
Don't know.
What, to keep them in, or maybe to hang on?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see what he put in the cage to begin with.
It was some netting that he cut.
Oh, it could be for them to hang on.
Yeah.
But he just bunched up and tossed it in the cage. He didn't hang it or anything.
If
IMDb used to see DeForest Kelley with a mustache.
Yeah.
If IMDb is to be believed, this was the last role DeForest Kelley ever did that wasn't Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
I miss that man.
Yeah.
Never had a chance to meet him.
I didn't meet him directly, but I was at a convention he was at. He was getting pretty ill, and so what he'd do is he would his arthritis prevented him from doing signings for a long time, so he would pre-sign pictures.
Yeah.
And he'd go up.
William Campbell did that for a convention I was at. And he was supposed to be there, but then he wasn't, but he still wanted to have people have access.
Yeah. So we were at a convention, we got, the autograph, and he came up, he did his question and answer, got off, and he wasn't seen at all beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like to sign it was like 50 to 100 autographs that you did do. It took him almost a year to sign them because his arthritis was so bad.
Yeah.
He would do like 2 or 3 at a time.
Day, yeah.
Wait, a week or so, sign a few more,
Now, I wonder if they're using the bunnies for like food.
You certainly could, I guess.
Yeah, I guess rabbit meat's good. You ever had rabbit?
I have not. I have very much wanted to. I heard it's extremely lean. In fact,
like a nice lean chicken.
Yeah, and they say that if you try
very tender.
subsisting on it alone in survival circumstances, you can get very sick and even die from lack of fat in your diet.
Mm.
I don't know if I've ever had rabbit.
I have not.
Dude, get a hat that fits.
Yeah.
Looks like he's wearing his kid's hat.
Yeah, it's too small for his head.
Oh no, now he's going to turn into a lycanthrope rabbit.
A werebunny.
A werebunny, right, exactly.
Geek Flag said, yep, rabbit is delicious.
I don't know why, but I'm seeing this guy rolling down the hallway here, and for some reason I was thinking Dr. Jacoby.
Right.
You thirst for human blood. Trying to create transgender bunnies.
Exactly right. Yeah, I just caught that.
Oh, what a modern take on this film.
Well, and the whole concept to depopulate, you know?
Uh-oh.
A clean rabbit as opposed to a dirty one.
True.
And an unknown serum. That cannot end well.
There's gonna be a change, all right.
Rabbits. Earth's version of a tribble.
Kinda. Yeah.
And then, of course, I'm reminded of the song from Buffy the Musical. Bunnies, bunnies, it must be bunnies. Or maybe midgets. It's like, stupid kid.
I'm gonna say, what?
She's switching two bunnies around.
For reasons.
Well, because she doesn't want her bunny to be experimented on. Stupid kid.
Yep.
It's all her fault.
It's a torn child. Stop being friendly with the test subjects.
You're going to destroy the human race.
That's just it. She put the infected one that he just gave the shot to into the control group one so she could take it.
And that's how it gets out. Because a stupid kid.
I
guess they can't jump high enough to get out of the garbage cans.
And Pandora's box is open.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm sorry. It's like,
His
you just grabbed it from her and let it go, you dumbass.
What is it with all the hats that are too small?
Well, I can understand it on the kid. Like maybe he's had it since he was a little kid and he's totally outgrown it and doesn't have a new one.
Wait, is there something like they're up to something? It's not your land, dude.
Now, if they really know what they're doing, after the burn, if they churn up the soil right and plant correctly, this could actually improve the fertility of the soil.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to stand here and watch it burn.
Why do I feel like we're watching a live action version of Watership Down?
Run, you rabbits.
You wascally wabbits.
What do they need such good eyesight for anyway? Yeah, exactly.
Hey, lady, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
And you can't keep him from taking a leak.
You know they have that new show, Stupid Peck Tricks.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
They had a horse on that did tricks, but the problem is they had to put a little thing over the horse's you know what area because he was excited to be on television.
Oh wow.
Dun dun.
It's a Squatch.
Yeah, Bigfoot.
Now, see, that would be clever storytelling, right? If you're planning on doing like a spin-off type of thing, seed in a little, reference to Sasquatch.
I will say I got a great gift this week from my friend the Fan Man. You know the Legend of Boggy Creek?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had a family trip, and they went through Falk, Arkansas, and he stopped at the Monster Mart, and he got me an autograph of the guy who wore the suit in the film. He got me a coffee mug, and he got me a little bottle filled with swamp water from Boggy Creek itself.
Wow.
That was so thrilled, because I love stuff like that.
Sure.
That just thrilled me to death.
That is awesome.
Now I just need to put up. Now I need to put up my Legend of Boggy Creek poster I got and put a little display. Get a footprint.
Yep. Hey, Sir Torin, when he's talking about Captain Billy, are you thinking Captain Billy's whiz bag?
He knows something's wrong. Of course, he just knocked a shelf down.
Look at the bunny tracks.
I don't know if I'd want to go in there without any light.
Okay, so unless I'm misunderstanding how much time has passed here, how do they release? Oh, this is a dream. I see. Because I was going to say, yes.
No, it wasn't. I mean, she was having a nightmare from it, but she did see
the
bunny.
But still,
just a bit of shock.
That makes it even worse because unless I'm misunderstanding the timeline here,
yeah,
she has
it's janky.
Yeah, she has a bunny. it gets released, and that same day, suddenly a bunch of them are like giants?
Unless he's been experimenting for a while.
And that wasn't the first one that got out. See, that the continuity is really off there.
Yes, Geek Flag. I loved Bigfoot and Wild Boy as a kid.
That was part of the Croft Super Show, right?
Yep.
No, she calls for daddy and not mommy. What, you don't think your mother is a strong, capable woman?
No, because if she had her way, there wouldn't be any kids in the movie. Bunnies, it must be bunnies.
You got that in your head now, man.
It's going to be in my head all night now. I'm not really complaining.
Refrigerated Nines. That's a nice, cool place to be on a hot summer day. Here they come.
For a minute there, it sounded like horses. And the other problem with this is they do the whole kind of cheap forced perspective to make them look like giants.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't this guy get eaten by a shark in another movie?
I don't know.
I thought rabbits were omnivores.
No,
or herbivores, I mean.
They're herbivores.
Herbivores. Yeah. So then why are they eating meat?
Well, the serum, you never know.
Well, yeah.
Happen.
But, and the fact, too, is this is something people don't realize. A lot of animals that we classify as herbivores are fully capable of eating meat and do. Their regular diet might be mostly vegetables, but if they are lacking protein, they will start eating meats, including
bugs, worms.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why a rabbit wouldn't eat something like that.
And the fact is, rabbits are very bitey. They really are. Anyone who's owned a rabbit, they have bad temperaments and they do bite.
I've gotten bit before.
Yep.
Yeah, they will nip. Yeah.
Well, that's a six-sounding
siren. I know. It's just like the same thing. It's like, man. Now you're gonna keep me giggling over here.
I mean, Mystery Science Theater 3000's got nothing on us.
Geek Flag says some rabbits will eat dead rabbits if they have no other food source.
Yep. And honestly, there are cases, I'm going to shock some people, where deer have eaten human carcasses.
Ew. It's like, do you not know what nod means?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be the last word you would think to hear from.
Vampires?
Possibly.
Bunicula. I've seen dead before, and that's dead. And
That's
of course, you know,
a lot of ketchup. A lot of ketchup.
they're all coming back as were-rabbits now.
I prefer were-bunnies.
Right, were-bunnies. Okay.
Or were-hairs.
Were-hairs. Actually, that would be accurate. If we're talking about lepus, were-hair would be accurate. Yeah.
Look at the little tuft of hair on top.
I know, that's actually sad. I would shave that off.
No, sweetie. I would shave it off.
Well, yeah.
You.
The only explanation for that is if he was doing some sort of a weave or something and he needs something to anchor it. It was the 70s. You can explain a lot away by saying that.
Yeah. You know, I will say, Janet Leigh is a nice looking woman.
Yep. Bring him back alive.
That's another movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love the campers on the back of a pickup. In another life, I think I'd be perfectly happy living in something like that.
Yep.
I like how they'll cut to the rabbit. Very silent move.
Yeah.
And if they see holes, they're supposed to drop dynamite down it?
No, it couldn't hurt. Well, I mean, except maybe the rabbits.
Yeah, could be kind of fun, actually.
Yeah. It's all fun and games until someone blows off their hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Tim and Jim, I'm a Dr. No Exterminator. That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. There's 3 holes here. Pick one. Can we fill all 3? That's what she said.
We got some.
He done stirred up a bunny's nest.
Yikes. Yeah, bunnies are pissed.
That is a frightening thing to hear from a hole like that.
True.
Oh, look at that big old flashlight. Now, it's a good source of light. It's a good club. So Torque, I was at a rehearsal and someone said, go down with 10 inches. And I started giggling.
Didn't you say one of the titles for this was going to be like something about a dream or something like that?
Oh, no, that was another film, Death Dream.
Oh, gotcha.
That was that Dead of Night. No, the other title for this was just Rabbits.
Yeah, that's pretty unimaginative.
Well, so was The Birds.
Well, you make a good point there.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
He's all about those 3 holes.
Well, at least he's not talking about the 3 seashells.
Yeah.
Or 4 lights.
Right.
The 4 lights.
So you realize DeForest Kelley looks like he could have been Ron Swanson's dad in the movie.
Red Leader standing by.
Red Fox standing by.
Simply Red standing by.
Right.
Sounds like newborn puppies.
Kinda.
Or like all
That might be
squeaking
the
like
actual
that.
sound they used.
Yeah. Ow.
Bunnies. We're outie. And bunnies are fast.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Don't go into the mine.
Oh, no, you got one.
Swing, bada, 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 swing. Like, kill it already.
Don't put the gun down.
Yeah, it's like, and why didn't she go on the other side to shoot it?
That's what
She's making it sound like he just had a bad dream. It's okay. The rabbit's gone. The rabbit's gone.
They like that, like slow-mo.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
Oh, poor bunnies. Bionic bunnies. Ninja bunnies.
I wait for this one bunny to just come jumping out of the smoke at him.
Maybe.
So Torque again, I just realized they would greenlight anything in the 70s.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd love to see that guy's pitch meeting for Night of the Lepus.
I know, right?
Oh, that would be good.
That's a very original idea. How'd you come up with that? Well, there was a lot of cocaine involved.
They'll just hound you to life.
So you can't keep a good bunny down.
There's some strong bunnies. They do sound like newborn puppies. That's all I can hear.
Oh, little puppies.
Yep, newborn puppies.
I guess technically now it is truly Night of the Lepus.
Yeah, but one bunny that size could feed family for months.
Yeah, but it could also starve people by destroying all their crops.
Make some uber Hassenpfeffer.
Yeah, that'd be a good stew.
My aunt and my cousin visited yesterday. She was talking about she has a goose breast that she was going to put in a crock pot with some barbecue. I was like, that sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about that dog.
Right.
You could put some saddles on those bunnies and ride them.
You're allowed to kill off the dog if it's killed by another animal. Apparently.
You can't kill the dogs.
Yeller.
Let me just say some nonsense words at the horses. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Right, exactly. Well, that's horse.
Like I said, take it easy.
Well, chances are they might survive now.
The horses are like, I'm outie.
The horses are like, we tried to warn you.
Or maybe they won't survive.
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Chalk in the in Cosme, if you're here with us on the YouTube side, he dropped a GIF of Elmer Fudd in the Viking armor, with the spear into the rabbit hole.
Spear with magic helmet.
Now they sound like wolves.
That one little shot, though, wasn't a bad shot.
Yeah. Do I have any more drinks in the fridge? Yeah.
I did put them all in for you this time.
Thank you.
Oh, he got to knock the phone out. Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yup.
Is that who?
The version of Here Comes Peter Cottontail, where Irontail leads the horde of demon bunnies to take over the Holiday Land. Yeah, exactly. And that early blue screen where they had to like outline them in black, which works in this low light setting.
Like, get in here. Like, who knew that tornado shelter could be used against rabbits?
Well, and then they start digging their way in, right? A la, what was that? Tremors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of genres this kind of touches on.
I love the sound I love some of the music. Like the wow,
Wow, wow. Yeah.
I love that.
Could just as easily be Logan's Run, right?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Did that blow you right up?
Yep. And you notice how red that blood is, that tempera kind of paint looking.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Hammer horror films.
Well, I know the blood on the bunnies was actually ketchup.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah, they just smeared ketchup on their mouths just for the shots.
Because they literally could eat that, right?
Yeah, it's just, it wouldn't hurt them.
And then you run the possibility of getting some shots of them like licking their mouths and stuff.
Well, I do know when they showed them roaring and they got their mouths open like that, it's actually the bunny yawning.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's coming.
Because he shot him through the door. Now they're ticked and they want blood.
Yup.
Theirs.
Yup.
You leave them alone. They don't bother you.
Ooh.
You. Get off my lawn.
Well, we mentioned Tremors. This does have a certain Tremors DNA to it.
Yep. Yes, it does.
Because they're held up in the store. Some of them are held up in their underground bunkers, shit with guns.
Yep. There is nothing new under heaven. But this is why I keep saying you don't literally have to remake movies. You can be inspired by them and still come up with something completely new.
It does make you wonder if the person that wrote Tremors actually had this as inspiration. Like a little nugget
At
here.
least
I'm
part
going to
of
put that in a movie.
Except instead of bunnies, we'll make them, like sandworms from Dune, and
Kurosawa. No, they were talking about Australia. This is Arizona. I think they said Arizona. Let me check a wiki.
Too quiet out there. Too quiet.
Yeah, Old Tucson Studios in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay, I have to admit, if I saw that out my window, yeah, I'd probably freak a bit too.
Yeah, I'd be terrified to see bunnies that big.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, I can kind of see that being ketchup. Yeah, because it does have that bright redness, but it's got that pulpy look that you see in it.
Chris was like, she exudes a raw sexuality I can't resist. That woman that just got killed? Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to see your web browser history.
Well, I was thinking to myself, add a few pounds in a few years to Scarlett Johansson, that might be what that woman looks like.
Kind of. Okay.
Wow, wow, wow. I know, right? Wow.
I mean, I had noticed it, but then you mention it, and now I can't not notice it.
All right. Oh, it's coming on dawn. It's no longer night of the Lepus. It's now the morning of the Lepus.
It's dawn of the Lepus.
I don't think the horse is going to be back ever.
It's all your fault, you little shit.
I was thinking that was like, yeah, smile, kid. This is all your fault. El Dorado. What was that? Old Town and Country? I love old station wagons. I like that cockpit that guy's got, that full view.
Why are you
Yeah, guy
walking
waving his
around?
arms in the air with a gun. Yeah, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a brilliant move.
You're going to have to when you get attacked by the rabbits.
Yep.
Sir Torn, hippity hoppity, they're now invading your property. Well, that's because they threw open the borders.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, I thought for a second there we were going to see a scene from The Hitchhiker.
You're sinking. I'd stop. What are we gonna do, Mommy? We're gonna die.
Oh, they're all in the general store.
They're like zombies.
Well, it's like, they got food now, right? They're satiated. They're not interested in you. We just ate a lot.
Oh, what he needs is to find a vehicle. Yeah, in real life, blood is not that red.
Yeah.
And dried blood is definitely not that color.
Suicide is painless and brings on many changes. Oh, sorry, wrong movie. Okay. It's an old abandoned mine or something like that.
Yeah.
Mel's Hole. This Outer Range prequel is weird.
That's coming back soon.
Yeah, it is. And he's like, I know a certain pointed-eared guy who might know a thing or two about this. Yeah, I knew you guys were thinking that. Yeah, I got the advantage. I'm like 15 to 30 seconds ahead of you because of the YouTube lag. And that was an altogether different siren. Just follow Rory. He knows where the bunnies are. And if not Rory, Lenny. I'll race you.
Will the bunnies attack the helicopter? Funny you just see a bunny fly out of nowhere and take,
Right.
grab onto the
I'm taking
skin.
you down.
I'm amazed that I don't remember any, toys or anything being generated for this movie in the 70s. Like a police car and a helicopter, rabid bunny, action figures with bad mustaches. See, and this is one of those things where it's like, okay, somebody call in the National Guard, let them bring all their toys, and just tank the crap out of these suckers. There you go. That's a start. Nah, he's probably dead too.
DeForest got a nice head of hair.
Yeah. With that 70s sensibility about it.
Yep. It's kind of a pretty little sunset. Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at the bones. Oh, sorry.
Right. See, there's another problem. Because of the whole concept of the forced perspective, you've got these vegetables and whatnot in the foreground. And it's like, are we supposed to believe they all increased in size too? Well, that's a good idea. Wow. That
They
is
are
wow.
even bigger now.
Yeah, because having the windows open your car is really going to make a big difference when a bunny's attacking you.
Ah!
I also love the way these rabbits run in slow motion.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're so big, they have to.
Well, it's kind of like $6 Million Rabbit, you know.
Right.
Where they jump.
So my height.
Yeah. And see, I don't want to spoil it now, but I had made this suggestion about how to deal with the rabbits at the beginning of the movie. Oops. Sorry about that. See? That's what I said at the beginning when they were jumping into that mesh fence. I'm like, why don't they electrify it?
Okay. And did he really need to put all that, what's the word, supposition into saying electric fence? A fence, a 2-mile wide fence, electric fence. It's like, just say you have an electric fence, dumbass.
Just spit it out.
Yeah, knob.
What would have been better is if the movie that was playing was For Whom the Bell Tolls. Although this way predates Donnie Darko. Looks like there's a Tom and Jerry cartoon playing.
The movie is about to begin. Oh.
Yeah, he really didn't think that speech out very well. There's a herd of killer rabbits coming, and everyone's like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, now get the heck out of here.
Okay, well, at least they're listening.
Take it back now, y'all.
Well, it's only so fast that they can funnel out, you know? Oh, I miss going to the drive-in.
I thought the cascade was going to reopen.
No. There was talk about it happening during COVID, and then it didn't. So there's a horde of killer bunnies. We will celebrate with a demolition derby.
You notice that DeForest Kelley's eyebrows are kind of up at an angle?
Almost like he's part Vulcan.
No, it's like in Star Trek, all their eyebrows were like angled up.
Yeah. Kind of feel like there was some, shaping going on there.
Like I just noticed it when he was on with the sheriff. I'm like, his eyebrow is up at an angle,
Yep.
like it is in Star Trek. Rolling, 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 on the stream that's rolling, and rabbits rolling.
Rawhide.
Get them up, get them dressed, brush their teeth, comb their hair.
Move it on, hit him up, come on, move him on, hit him up, rawhide. Figure the rabbits are going to be afraid of the lights and stay in a nice, orderly fashion. They're under their car, I think. Well, they're trying to get under their car. Oh, they don't see the rabbits yet.
Another good sound effect there. I wonder if that's theremin.
At least you listened for once. Those flares. It's like she just happens to have some flares in her glove box. You're telling me rabbits don't like the light? I've had rabbits. They didn't seem to have any issue with light.
Oh, Fire Bunny. Blackened Bunny. That could be good. A little Cajun season, some red beans and rice.
I'll light you up.
Whoa! Took a swipe at her.
Like, unlock the door so I can get in.
I like to see a bunny jump on the helicopter and like get sliced up. It slices, it dices. It protects you from giant lepus.
We got cows. Moo. Moo for sure. Daily moo. It's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll stop them.
Yeah, that'll protect you. Right, exactly.
Oh, everything else to do with the megaphone. But to roll your windows up, so just some guy going, roll your windows up, roll your windows up, roll your windows up.
Well, they're leading it into it. They're leading it into a trap, so.
Thousands. That's a lot of rabbits.
You're right, Curtis. The military never does anything good against monsters. You know, that's a word that's underappreciated nowadays. Horde. A horde of whatever. Wow, 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 wow. That was a big one.
Yep.
Ooh.
I didn't know David
Ooh.
Lynch had something to do with this movie. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, poor bunnies. Ooh, that. Remember in Cat's Eye when he put the cat on the electrified floor? And it was
I'm
jumping
surprised I
all
haven't
around.
shouted it out yet.
And in a weird way, it probably smells really yummy around there.
Are you going to tell me that was all the thousands of rabbits coming that way?
Maybe.
Ooh, that's a lot of bunny rabbits.
We could play football now because there's no more rabbits.
Toss around the rabbit skin a bit.
As long as you don't serve rabbit.
Right?
Well, we got plenty of supply.
Well, that's a normal sized bunny.
I think that's supposed to be
look,
like this
and it
could
looks
still
right.
happen again.
And it looks right at you. I like how they got it right
Yeah.
just as he's looking at the audience. Humanity has survived. Wife in car, husband in car, children in car. What, no caterer? Oh, well, Well, that is Night of the Lepus. Oh boy, I've seen it. It's done.
Yeah.
You know what? But if I sat and watched this on my own, I probably fell asleep halfway through it. But here with you guys joking around, that's why I love this format. Just be here with my friends on the virtual Owl Couch and just enjoying a film, good, bad, otherwise. But it's always a good situation. So, Night of the Lepus, bunny rabbits. So beware when you eat your chocolate bunnies this Easter. Just remember, if they had a chance, they'd eat you too.
That's right.
So yeah. So eat some chocolate bunnies as a little tribute to Night of the Lepus. And any of you who do eat a chocolate bunny or a bunny peep, like in Netter's picture, think of this film.
Yep.
And think of it as a little measure of revenge for humanity.
I thought you were going to say, think of this film and be scared.
Right.
For it is night of the yummy chocolatey lepus. Well, that is tonight. First of all, let's go. What is next week's film, Netter? Oh, I know what next week's film is.
What is it?
It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown?
Yep.
Awesome. So, yes, we're going from Easter Bunnies to an Easter Beagle. That'll be a quick rewatch.
Yeah.
It'll probably be over before Ten Commandments is over. Ten Commandments is playing next week.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, night before Easter. I thought it was this weekend. I always thought they played it before Palm Sunday. But
when did Easter change from being in April to being in March?
It moves around with the Jewish calendar.
All depends on Passover.
Yeah.
Because the Last Supper was a Passover meal. So Easter Sunday, Good Friday is always right after Passover. So next week is the Easter. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. The next film on Big Al Presents Films with Friends. Of course, this was the last one for Monster March. We're going into post-apocalyptic April. We're going to be watching another classic from the 70s, Death Race 2000.
Yeah.
Starring
been looking forward to that one.
Sylvester Stallone. And Deleted Scenes will be joining us for that film. He asked to join in. I was like, sure. No problemo, none at all. So that is
Brandy from the Love Boat is in there.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of cool people in this when you really sit down and look at it. But yeah, Death Race 2000, the kind of thing that is guilty pleasure of thinking I would actually love to be in one of those cars as running people down. I think it'd be kind of fun. But anyway, that's just kind of the sociopathic part of me. But that's in 2 weeks. We got a whole week ahead before the Easter Beagle. Tomorrow, I believe, Deleted Scenes, you've got a Western Cinema tomorrow afternoon with Jedi Bill. Just checking. You can put that in the comment, usually around 3:30. Then, of course, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Deleted Scenes with Unscripted, where he will have a personal view of a topic going on in the world today.
Yep.
And, of course, following Unscripted at 9 p.m., there will be Geeky Geezers on Aged Boomer's channel. Any preview of any of the stories coming up?
I'll tell you what, I am shocked by how many of the articles we're going to be talking about tomorrow are about announced sequels and remakes. So there's going to be a lot of talk about that stuff tomorrow. Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what some of those will be. It'll be interesting. So we'll find out tomorrow night on Geeky Geezer's Age of Boomers channel at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And of course, following Geeky Geezers, once more deleted scenes. He Who Never Sleeps.
Right.
5 minutes after midnight, the other side of midnight. Join him for some more freewheeling chat, I guess, or whatever he may have planned. But then Monday night, now we have Monday night. What's the official?
Last Calls Monday night at the movies. Oh, okay. And it's a special double feature, so we will be beginning 1 hour early, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, because we will be watching back-to-back Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, Ghostbusters double feature. Just a side note, I've seen Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. My review is on my channel. I did it. It's a 10-word review with a little expanded. I always do a little clarification stuff at the end with a little bit of well, that's just me. But my official review is always those 10 words. So if you want to catch what I thought of the film, watch that. I've also, like I said, did a retro one, and I also did Roadhouse, the Jake Gyllenhaal's Roadhouse. Got a review up for that as well.
So you're saying a sequel and a remake? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
And a reimagining.
Yeah, right. Okay, there you go.
Roadhouse is a reimagining, not so much a remake because it changes a lot of the aspects of it.
Gotcha.
To me, a remake needs to be like 90% of the story, whereas this is more just like the rough concept.
Yeah.
And the name, even he changes half the name. He's now Elwood Dalton instead of John Dalton.
Okay.
Or whatever Dalton it was. But I was like, Elwood? Why Elwood? I don't know. But anyway, Tuesday night, Twin Peaks, 8:30.
Deleted scenes.
Sparkwood.
Sparkwood and 21.
And 21. Yeah, God, one of these days I'll get that. Sparkwood and 21 on Deleted Scenes channel. The further adventures of the little town of Twin Peaks. That's, you say 8:30 Central? I mean 8:30 Eastern, 7:30
Central, right? Exactly.
Time. Wednesday night, nothing going on that I'm aware of. And Thursday night,
over on Thursday Things, we will be having special guest Tom Connor.
Tom Connor's for a special, what do you call it? Watch party of Dune. But which Dune? It is the Spice Diver edition. So we are looking at a long 3-hour edition of David Lynch's Dune.
Now, is this like everything kind of thrown in?
That's part of why we're having Tom on, because he knows more about it than I do. I know it pulls together scenes that were not in the original theatrical release. My understanding is it's really one of the best Dune interpretations on film. But we'll see. I don't know the answer to that, so we'll be asking Tom on Thursday.
Yeah, because I follow Alicia Witt on Facebook, and she had a story about a scene that was not in the original, that an actress who was in it who actually had a few parts, but all her parts were cut out, and she did not know it until the premiere.
Oh, that sucks.
She was heartbroken, but they've since done,
there have been a number of editions and there's a director's cut out there and stuff, but this goes even beyond that. So yeah, it's entirely possible those scenes have been restored. We'll see.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a longer version on network television,
right?
That hadn't been. They just threw scenes in that hadn't been totally finished.
Hadn't even been finished and stuff. Yeah,
so exactly. So the Fremens didn't have blue eyes in a few scenes.
Right.
things
because
like
they
that.
didn't do any of the after image stuff because they cut it before they got to that point. Yeah,
but I will say David Lynch's Dune. Say what you will about the interpretation. It's an awesome film to watch. It
is. It
so
really
cool.
is.
It is really cool. And that leads us into Friday night. If I might get a little gumption to do an early film that night, maybe around the 7:00 range. Reach out, if the lead scenes is listening, you might be getting a message. I don't know. I may want to watch something. I don't know. Not even sure what that film might be.
On the hypothetical possibility that were to happen,
Yes.
what might that hypothetical film be?
I have no idea.
I
actually want to contact. I don't know if I want to contact Agent Boomer because we've got to get back to Robert Sherwood. If he's not available, maybe something else.
What I was going to suggest is I'm going to be focusing last call on Friday night on some recent Star Wars news and Star Wars related items. So there might be some synergy there if you want to do, I don't know, like one of the prequels or something like that. Because it's got
Friday night, I usually like to leave a little more as a fantasy element, like sword and sorcery type fantasy.
Gotcha. Okay,
a little medieval type fantasy. We'll see. And like I said, this is
Corvette
just,
Summer.
And you never know. Maybe one day. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't done one in a while, and I might try. If I do get into the rhythm of doing the Friday nights, they would be the weeks opposite the ones that I have the Saturday night of. So it'd be like Netter's weeks that Friday before I might do one. Like I wouldn't do two in a row. I don't know why, but just that. But of course, later that night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the liquor will flow, much as the spice will flow. Netter's channel. You're talking about some Star Wars stuff. Who's you got a guest and what?
No, not specifically. But there was a lot of Star Wars news this week, and there was a lot of other news. So Boomer and I were looking at it and saying, you know what, we could just take all the Star Wars ones, move them to Friday, and that would even us both out. So that's kind of why we're doing it.
I will say, and I catch some grief for this. I still watch the Disney Star Wars series as they come. Some with some better than others, admittedly so. But I'll tell you one thing: nothing will put you off a series more than listening to the director spout weird stuff. God, shut up!
I know.
Shut up and do a series. If some weird stuff happens in the series, at least that's when I'll know it. I'll be sitting. I don't want to sit there like waiting for a gun to go off. But yeah, so that'll be Troy, and then of course on Saturday, it's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown, the night on the night before Easter. So that'll be a lot of fun. Anything else that, as far as coming in the week, anything I missed?
I don't think so, but we should probably say hi to Evelyn Hampton, who just got here.
Evelyn,
she missed it. Yeah,
I had actually left her a message because I remember we talked about her possibly coming on for this, but I never heard back. So, I'm sorry you missed it too. We had a lot of fun watching the bunnies, watching the bunnies take on mankind. Wah wah with that sound. I love that sound. So that is the week ahead. I am so glad that everybody joined us for Night of the Lepus. It is always fun to share a bad movie with people as much as it is to share a good movie with people.
Let's not
I
suffer
always say.
alone.
Right.
Yes, I mean it takes the edge off of it. I will watch anything with anybody, even a film I don't like or I think is bad, that I would never watch really by myself. Although this I might have watched by myself, but after having seen it, I know I would not have enjoyed it nearly as much as I do with you guys here. And so that's always the kick. But like I said, next time on Big Al Presents Films with Friends, it's going to be Death Race 2000. That's going to be a fun one to talk about. Lots of cool stuff in that one. But until then, just keep an eye out on the channel. Keep an eye out on Last Call with Troy Pacelli on Netters Network. Keep an eye out on my channel for any more reviews that might pop up. I might do a retro one on the car. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about that tomorrow. I got other stuff to do tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. But want everyone to have a wonderful, wonderful, safe week ahead. Have a very happy rest of the weekend. And Troy, got any last words?
No, just want to thank everyone for hanging out with us. I want to thank, I know he's not here, but there was a bloke by the name of Chalk who was dropping some memes in the Cosme. Super appreciated that. Pointed him towards the YouTube. Don't know if he ever made it over here, but however you want to enjoy with us, we're glad you've been here. So
yeah, just glad you're here, no matter which one you're on. That's cool. And of course, cannot leave until we hear the beautiful intonations of Miss Netter of Netter's Network.
Wow. First, I'd like to remind everyone to make sure that you are subscribed to every member of the panel, as well as every member of the chat. And if you think you're sub, please go back and double check that you're still sub, because YouTube.
Right.
I also want to, I can't talk today. Yeah. Anyway, as I usually say, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat and you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. You can be anywhere right now, and you chose to be here, and that's so encouraging. I love seeing you guys every week. I love seeing you on all of our channels for all of our shows. Not just encouraging us, but encouraging one another. It's so great to see. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and upcoming week ahead. And we'll definitely see you next time. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys. Take care. And, of course, watch out for the bunnies.